Hey guys. Well, howdy. Howdy guys. How's my favorite people? That's you guys. You guys are my favorite people ever. Goats. Goats. Do you know you guys are goats? Oh, I need to find an efficient way to view YouTube chat. I have an idea. Guys. 1 second. Oh. Didn't know I could do this whole time. This would have made life easier. Howdy. Howdy. Well, hi. Guys. I have a secret to tell you. I have a secret to tell all of you guys. I don't know if you knew this, but yes, me, the goat, me, of course, have made 75 movies and skits on this channel. And I've been making them technically since I was a kid, like 4, but those weren't scripted. We're not counting those old videos. But since around 2019-ish, I've been making official scripted videos, movies and skits. And today, I'll let you know that not all of them. I fucked up the damn intro, guys. Are you ever gonna forgive me? Not all of them were good. I'll be honest. Some of them were bad. Some of them were some of them were debatable. But not all of them were good. Some of them are goated. Some of them are the greatest things I've ever made in my whole life. Just got an audio check really quickly. In my whole life. Just got an audio check. Yo, that's me, bro. I turned on delay for this video. I think I figured out how. So I can respond to you guys immediately. Oh, hello, Madison. How fast did I just respond to that? How fast did I just respond to it? Type in chat and I'll show you how fast I respond to you guys. I dare you. Okay, maybe it's kind of delayed, or you're just typing a long ass thing. I said C, yes. You just said C. I don't know how delayed it. I really don't know how delayed it is, but that's how fast I saw that. Not to brag or anything. Not to brag or anything. But yes, guys, what is up, gamers? I'm sure many of you know that some of our old videos aren't the greatest. Some of my new videos are the greatest of all time, but some of them also aren't even the greatest. There's always flops in your life, okay? Sometimes you think something's going to be good and it doesn't turn out good. Sometimes you think something's going to be bad, but it actually turns out to be a pretty good favorite. I can tell you that there's going to be some of those here today, because that is the case a lot of times. Now, let me go over some basic rules first, okay? Of how this tier list is going to work. Here's all, you can look at all the movies if you want and all the skits. It took me a fucking long time to get all these thumbnails, so you better be grateful. I will purely be ranking these off of how good the writing is and how entertaining it is to watch. What I will not be including is quality of the video, okay? Well, there's exceptions. If the video is blurry or in 48 AP, whatever the fuck it's called, it would just be unfair for me to rank it off that, because I just didn't have the ability to get better quality back then. I didn't have what I have now. So, like, if a video is kind of blurry, I'm not gonna matter. The thing is, mic, for most of it, mic quality, I also won't rank it off of unless you completely cannot hear us fucking talking for most of the video. Then, like, it kind of throws it all. So I'm gonna try rank these as oh, and also I'm not going off of views, because some of my favorite videos here, like for example, if I pick one out of that, Will 2, down here at the bottom, and Will, to be honest, are some of my favorite videos I've written and made, and they didn't get a lot of views. And then there's like the luxury videos that get like 25,000 views. Thriller Night, woo! So yeah, that's all the rules. I'm glad I told you guys all the rules. I hope you listened. I hope you wrote them all down. But to summarize them, yeah, I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to rank it off of age and views and quality, just how well the video is overall, how it is to watch, and how the writing is, and how funny it is, or not funny. I'm in the car right now. Get out of the damn car, Bray. Alright, shall we start already? Should I just stop yapping? Guys, you have no idea how long it took me to get all of our thumbnails of every video. And one last thing. I will not be including videos that are trailers, obviously. School projects. There's a couple of videos I made that were school projects that, like, why the fuck would I even include that? And, awards videos and music videos. Those don't count. And obviously not fucking the gaming videos either. Or edited down ones. Purely written movies and skits that I did, not for school, because I used to make a lot of these videos for school that I've made, obviously. And a couple of these I'm not the writer of, but I'm going to include them because they're on the channel and I helped with them. Like X-Ray, What We Do in the Shadows. Those are just a couple that I'm not the... I think those are actually the only two I'm not the writer of, so... Anyways, enough yapping! Sorry, I forgot to respond to your comment, Spray. Your internet here is booty. Let me just be sure that's not the video, because I turned on the quality. Your internet here... Okay, good, we're good, okay. Whoa, what the hell? Sorry, I just realized how undelayed it is. Damn. I turned on the delay and I was like, oh my god. Worried I was going to fuck up the quality. Bros, I'm sorry, okay? I'm just nervous. The biggest thing is I'm a people pleaser. Well, I was people pleaser. And a lot of these videos certain people helped make, and they would... And I'm nervous to say it's bad when it's... When I'm going to try... I'm just going to say it now. If any of you guys are watching or watch the VOD of this video who helped and made a video and you think it's great, and I rank it bad, I'm sorry. I'm going to be brutally honest today, alright? Let's begin. I will not be biased. If I hurt your feelings, if you're one of the cast members or writers, and I put it in bad, I'm sorry. I'll be honest to my feelings, okay? No people pleasing today, guys. So let's begin. I hope you like the music, by the way. I just put on a random thing. We got Ruler. Now, I was debating on if I wanted to pick a video, open the playlist, and find it and watch a clip of it. I don't know if I want to do that. It might take a long time, so I'm just going to talk about each one. Unless you guys are, like, really want me to. Ruler was, Okay, maybe we should play the video, honestly. Like, let me take a look at Ruler. No, that would take too long, though. What We See in the Shadows is your best video ever? Damn. Well, we'll get to that. No, I don't think I have time to play every video. I'm just going to... I'm a good yapper. Ruler was an old video I made. It's based off a character I made in like middle school. If you've seen it, it's one of our first ever videos. I think it's our first ever horror video we've made. It obviously didn't age well. The writing's kind of lazy. Yeah, I agree. That'll take too long. Okay, thank you. I don't think it aged too well. The costume's kind of weird, but like it's original plot, I guess. Written, I'm gonna put it in okay? I don't ever find... I rewatch my videos a lot, you know, because good memories and shit. I don't ever find myself rewatching Ruler. It's a good... I'm sorry. What are you talking about? Next we got... Okay. Here comes our first controversial take. We got If Jesus Was Reborn, or whatever the fuck it's called, in 2024. The backstory of this video is that it was like 3 in the morning at a party at my house. And we were like, yo, let's just make a video about Jesus. So we made this completely improvised in like under an hour. And I might delete it. It's not that... It has its moments, okay? I think Eric did a great job as Lucifer. I think there was a few kind of good jokes in there. But overall, I think it's bad. It's controversial because I'm saying I might delete the video. That's the lowest ranking. That being said, I do know that some people that helped to make the video with me agree with this statement. So that's gonna be our first F tier. I might just go and delete the video right after this. Starting beef with every franchise was a idea I randomly had based off the memes that were like dun, 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 and then it says some take about like Star Wars fans, blah blah blah, Marvel fans, and then I made a video out of it. I actually think there's a lot of funny jokes in this. The Harry Potter thing took so fucking long to make. I make fun of a lot of franchises, but I actually, you know what, I'm gonna put it in good. It goes in good. This video was peak. You've seen it. I agree. I think it goes in good. This was peak. It goes in good. So my peak is good tier, guys. I think the Harry Potter thing I really liked, and I had some good jokes. Some stuff I'd probably cut out now, but overall good. You know, it's taken down a bit by some of the jokes in it. I watched it. Thanks, man. Okay, Friday the 13th Logic was a last-minute Halloween video. I make seasonal. If you don't know, I make a video for Christmas and Halloween every year. And this video was a last-minute, the day of, I think, or before Halloween video I put together. I'm not the biggest fan in it. I'd honestly say it's eh. I'd argue it might even be bad. No offense to Caleb. He did great as Jason. I mean, there's no lines. But, it's just the fact that I literally put it together in, like, 30 minutes and filmed it in an hour last second. I think I could have done better for Halloween. If you compare it to the other Halloween videos, it's completely, like, bad. Like, look at What We Do in the Shadows. Haunted Manor Musical. Those were both Halloween videos. And then there's Friday the 13th Logic. It's obviously the bad of the trio of the Halloween videos. Next. What if a medieval knight came to 2023? This video was actually originally called What if a medieval knight came to 2020, because that's when I wrote it. And then 3 years later, me and Hudson, we decided to just fucking... There was a bless. Yeah. We decided to just... I was like, hey, I have this old-ass idea in my archives. Should I just put it in? Maddie, you know, Madison, you're in some of these videos, I think. One, maybe. So we'll get to that, maybe. I see it down there. I think it was eh. No, honestly, you know what? Should we do the thing where... I'm going to do the thing where if it's above a video, if it's more to the left, but then it's better than the one on the right. Like, I think it's better than Ruler. The video was peak, but that man is in it. That man. I think because some of the jokes were actually really good. I like the Burger King jokes and stuff like that. But, you know, actually, I actually might move this up to good. I'm going to say it's good. It was a good skit. I like a lot of the jokes. Some of them are kind of bad, but, like, overall, I think it's good. Americans Got Talent Be Like, I think is one of our shortest, if not the shortest skit we've ever made. It's like 1:30 or something. It was a last-minute skit I wrote together because I wanted to make fun of Americans Got Talent. I don't think there's really much to talk about with this one, but I'll put it in eh. I put it above Ruler. It's like eh because it's not that long. It doesn't really offer much. There's funny jokes in it. I still think they're pretty good. This one has... Bro's just a real fucking fan, man. I didn't expect you to see these. Bro was doing black... It was not. I mean, I guess maybe. I think if it was longer, it'd be higher. But because of it only being like 1:30 or something, it's going to stay down there. It took me a long time to edit, though. I remember that. Oh, this is Palpatine's janitor. Oh my god, some of these... If the video doesn't have a thumbnail, it's fucking old. This is a school project, but I didn't count it as one because whatever. Because it wasn't on a school topic. I just made it for a school video. But it's a video of me. I know. I green screened me into the scene of Revenge of the Sith where Mace Windu fights Palpatine, and I'm just like sweeping the floor, and it's kind of funny. It's like I just got my green screen, and I literally just made this to see how well I was a green screen. But I'm gonna put it in eh at the back. No, I'm gonna put it in bad. I'm above Friday the 13th. No, below. There really wasn't much to it. Like, there was a couple of kind of funny jokes. Like, I remember, like, when the window broke, I got mad. So I was like, oh, I'm sweeping. I don't know. I wouldn't probably laugh at it now if I watched it. But, what do you expect from that video? Okay, we got The Fat Man. Now, this wasn't even a movie. This is probably one of our greatest skits that weren't even a movie. I didn't even watch that one. You haven't watched The Fat Man? I highly suggest you watch The Fat Man. I actually think The Fat Man's amazing because it's based off a character from an earlier video that we're going to get to of me playing Batman. And, you know, I barely fit the costume. So, like, we started calling him Fat Man, and then out of nowhere, I decided to write him his whole ass fucking own video. And I think I really like it. The editing is top tier. You just said you didn't watch that one. Or you're talking about the last one, the janitor one. I didn't expect you to watch that one. I did steal donuts. The intro, the Fat Man's best part is the intro monologue. I fucking love that monologue so much. I like the video. I don't think it's God tier, but it's definitely an amazing. It's definitely an amazing video. God damn it! I know, bro. I thought I fixed the delay for this video. Well, I guess it still be. I put it together. I'm sorry. All right. Next, I don't really have much else to say about Fat Man. Next, we got the first What If movies were real. I tried. This is all in a random order, but I tried to make sure all the ordered videos were in order here. The first one was probably better. I'd say it's better than the second one. It had actually really good moments. Some funny ass scenes, in my opinion. Adam Madison tier. Yeah, I ain't seen this one yet. I actually do recommend you if you like movies. I think this is actually, I put it at the front of good. Definitely our best if movies were real. One of the highest if blanks were real. Probably my second favorite. We'll get to my first favorite soon, but my second favorite if blank were real video. I'm gonna say. Watch more of your skits. Skits are good. I think it has some returning characters, some funny ass jokes. I think it's just great. All right, next we got the fucking Golden Child. Nice. Which Star Wars one? We have 4 Star Wars ones. We got the Golden Child of the channel. We got the Mr. 25,000 views, Mr. brought in 200 subscribers, Mr. brought in 1,000 hours of watch time. This boy, our luxury pranks parody video, is quite literally our Golden Child. This guy has brought so much to our channel. So much fucking subscribers, views, and watch time. Literally so much. Doesn't even compare with the other videos. It's our only, you could argue, kind of viral in our own way video. I think I have to give it God tier. Because of the impact. And it's a good video. Don't get me wrong. It's a good video. Alright? It is like, if you watched the, oh God, Parker, exactly. If you watched the original luxury prank stuff, you would probably agree. Because it is edited so well and filmed and acted. I think everyone did great. People were mad at you in this. A lot of people, I think probably younger folks, assumed we were straight up copying and trying to like get away with stealing the video, which in a way we kind of were, but we credited them everywhere. If you go into the description, it's right there. We quite literally were luxury pranks parodying them in this video. We weren't hiding that. Sorry, I gotta fix this spelling up here. There. I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't put this guy in the top. I'm sorry, okay? Okay, we got the first ever if video game, yeah, they don't read. The first ever if video games were real. This one doesn't have a thumbnail. That's how you know it's old. This guy is incredibly old. Why would I add a Madison tier? Then you wouldn't be getting ranked, honestly. I think there's only one video of you in it. If video games were real, it's fine. The first one I actually thought is pretty funny. It has a lot of jokes that I still think are good to this day. The quality is not even that bad compared to old videos. The mic audio is good. Yeah, okay, I'll have one below F tier if you want Madison. I'd honestly put it at good. Right there. I think I watched this one. You was in a big, yeah, that was my old house. We had to sell that house because it was too expensive. Yeah, good tier. Right below those two. I think this is a very fair spot for that. Next, we got The Narrator. Now, this was based on a Reddit story, and it did quite well. I think I got over 1,000 views. This is actually one of our low SOs. This was can you rate your songs? Yeah, I'll do a song rating, sure. Maybe after I'm dropping a new album soon. Maybe I'll do it after that. The Narrator was like one of our. It's such a weird video because it was like one of our only extremely serious videos. Most of the audio was completely edited in. Like half the scenes, our mic died on the camera, so we didn't even have audio for it. I honestly, this might be underrated. I think I'm gonna put it right there below Fat Man and Amazing because it's a shorter movie, but I actually thought it turned out really well, and I'm kind of proud. I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of it. Okay, I'm proud of it on a serious video take. Yeah, it's a serious one. We don't make much serious videos. Production quality went higher. Yeah, that's true. All right, the Orange Blade Remastered. Oh, I probably should do the... Nah, it doesn't matter if I do the Orange Blade first or not. The Orange Blade Remastered is a remaster of our very first ever scripted video, The Orange Blade. It's a Star Wars fan film. Fire film. Yeah, the Star Wars one is your best one so far. Okay, did you ever clarify what Star Wars one you're talking about? We have Orange Blade Remastered, Tomahawk, Avenged of the Fallen, the 3 originals, and the Phantom Menace. We got a lot of Star Wars ones. The Orange Blade Remastered is amazing. I'd put it in amazing. I'd put it right here. I'd put it on definitely the best of the amazing. I'm not okay. He's talking about the Rise Alert Tomahawk. The reason why it's not in Phantom Menace. Okay, that is a good one. The reason why it's not in God tier is simply because of the ending. I didn't really have a choice because I was basing it off of the old stuff. I don't know if you guys like it. I'm not the biggest fan of the ending I wrote years ago, like with the whole teleporting, getting the crystal. I think it's kind of confusing to anyone who watched it, but there wasn't really much we could have done about it. That being said, the fights in this video were all amazing. Probably some of our best fights that we've ever done. The music, not to brag or anything, is great. You just spoiled it. Now you will forget what I said. The fighting is great. The acting is some of our best, in my opinion. Okay, not to like break my own ego, and not even me. All right, I think Trey as Darth Vader did great. Ashton did great as Plasma. Tyson obviously did amazing as Basilisk, and I was trying my best. And Caleb, he didn't have any lines, but his fighting as Scorpio, top tier. Eric as Ambo. I think it actually was a perfect cast. I don't think anyone did bad. And I thought it was a great movie. The fights were like all choreographed. Exactly. The fights were top tier. I can't put it in the top because I'm not the biggest fan of the ending. If I could go back, even though it was a remaster, maybe I could have changed the ending. Maybe I should have. But I feel like I had to stay honest to what it was based off of. Who would I be in a Star Wars movie? Mace Windu. Alright. Alright. Speaking of luxury, we got our sequel to our most popular video, Luxury Pranks. This one's parodying the Life of Luxury dark web videos. I think it's called We Bought a Baby on the Dark Web, or a kid, or something like that. Why is Bro laughing? Can you see me? This video, obviously not as good. I'm going to put it out there. I don't think it's as good as the first one. I think the first one is amazing. This one, I think, was good, too. In my opinion, maybe some of the scenes dragged on a little too long. Like, we seem to have more of a formula in the other video, but you can't really blame us because in the other video, it was a pretty simple formula. Like, we knew what every scene was. We knew how to recreate it. This one, the only thing we really had from the real video was the fact that they ordered a package and it delivered at their door and then something went wrong. So we kind of had to freeball everything. I haven't seen this one in a bit. I don't even know if I've rewatched it yet. So I can't really... I think good tier. I'll put it right here. I think it goes right there. The sponsor was good. Who's the sponsor? Oh yeah, the sponsor now. I think there. Yeah, good tier. This video actually went viral in the summer of the year it was posted, so like months later. So we'll see when summer's coming, like June and July and August are coming very soon. Maybe this one will pop. I keep looking at the wrong camera. Maybe this one will pop off too. I don't think it's going to get 25,000 views, but we'll see. All right, we got Shattered. Now, this is, in my opinion, an underrated as fuck video. This is a fan film we made about Darth Vader. And I honestly think it's underrated. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you do. I think this video actually... like the narrator, but even more, had no audio at all. The only audio was, I think I had a character in there and I said like 3 lines. That was it. Everything, the footsteps, the ambience was all edited. I try hard to edit the fuck out of this. And I think it's a pretty simple story of Vader. It's a story about him fighting a Jedi, you know, it's the Empire. He's looking for Ahsoka. It pretty much takes place right before the final episode of Clone Wars. I did not see... Yeah, not a bunch of people saw this one, and that's why I think it's really underrated. I actually, you know, this maybe crazy take. I'm going to put it right here. Ugh. I'm going to put it right there, because I really like that one. It uses, like, dialogue from the actual movies, Star Wars movies in it. I think I still like Shattered. I might rewatch Shattered, honestly. Alright. Next. We got The Blades of Tenebris. Now this is an interesting one. Right under Fat Man. What, you want me to put it above Fat Man? Honestly, arguable. Unless you think it does not. You haven't even seen it. No way you're saying that doesn't deserve to be there. Alright, The Blades of Tenebris. Now, this is an interesting take. This is probably one of the most controversial takes because I don't really know where to put this. The thing about The Blades of Tenebris is I like the movie. I like Blades of Tenebris. I think something that completely drags it down, and it's just out of our ability at the time because we didn't really have much. We could have waited, I guess. No, but we had someone who lived in the town, so we were kind of on a rush timeline. So the two things that drag this movie down, first of all, I think the writing in Blades of Tenebris is great. One of our best written scripts. We had Matthew with some of the greatest dialogue. But the thing is, we had to rush it because of Matthew, which kind of drags some of the scenes down. No offense to Matthew, he's one of our greatest actors. But the audio. There was so much windy audio, and everyone was wearing masks that you kind of couldn't hear what they're saying. And that on top of us having to rush some scenes because Matthew was leaving in like 2 days, it kind of dragged. I'll put it at good. I'll put it right. Honestly, I'll lead good with it. But I don't think it can go higher than that because of those two things. That being said, I still think it's a great written movie. But it's just what it is. Nothing I can do about it. All right. Clue the movie. Ba, 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 ba. Clue the movie is a very important movie in our timeline because it's one of the first couple of movies. Amazing Tower. What are you talking about? It's one of the first couple of movies that had our new, what I call the brand new cast. Because there was a time where the cast was me, Tyson, and Caleb, and Mr. G. And sometimes Mr. G and Caleb, they were in and out. Caleb was there a lot in the old days. And then there was I went to a new school. I met a bunch of fucking new friends. And then we started around Clue. We got like Kale, Hudson, Ashton, eventually Trey. We got everyone. We eventually got Gabby. Slane came on in. We got so much. Now we got Jack. We got everyone, okay? The golden era of actors, I call it. When they all joined in. Clue itself was a great movie. That being said, I think my editing on it was good. Everyone likes the intro I made for it. And it was actually, it was the first, oh no, it wasn't the first Cousin TV intro. That was on Extra, I think. I think Amazing Tier, because the music's great, but that's not really out of our power. The jokes, I think, are quite good to this day. I still like the jokes. I might honestly put this right there. I think Clue is great. The reason why it doesn't get God tier is because some of the scenes I think drag on for a little too long. But I think the comedy and editing in it is some of our best, I'd say. Yeah. All right, Hercules. I'm sorry, I forgot about this video. Hercules and the 12 Trials, or whatever it's called. This was a video that we made and wrote in like a day, and we filmed it all. And it's so crazy. It's improvised. Some of these are improvised. This is one of the improvised ones, and it's so crazy. Like, it is such a wild video. It's so stupid. I don't know where to put it. It's funny though. I don't know how well it goes to this day. I don't know how well it stands, but I'm probably gonna put it at the top of because I don't know if is the right one for this. I'm gonna put it's alright. I mean, it's alright. I don't like the word you know, it makes it seem like it's bad. I think it's alright. It's almost in good, I'd say. Probably gonna be the top of it's alright. The reason why I say that is because it's kind of, a lot of it's the same settings, like it's just back and forth in the same rooms. The story, it's kind of funny, but the script is like all over the place. But it's alright. I'd say it's alright. Alright, The Nutcracker, another controversial take here. Now here is the problem with The Nutcracker. It's one of our Christmas movies we made. The Nutcracker's intro was fire. What was the Nutcracker's intro? Did it have a special intro? Wait, hold up. What's the intro? Like this? This scene here of me making hot chocolate or something is yeah, it's actually one of the two what would you call it, close shot opening scenes of music. We actually did another one of these in Will 2. Oh, but it's not the opening scene. Yeah, see, we did another one of these in Will 2, where he's like doing a shit ton of stuff. I will admit that was a good opening scene. The problem with the Nutcracker, though, that being said, is how much we had to rush the movie. The idea I had for the Nutcracker, like the vision and the script, got like cut in half because it was unfortunately in the middle of the good, the bad, the Chad, and the ugly, which by far was one of our biggest movies we ever make, our biggest projects. The good, the bad, Chad, and the ugly took so long to make, and the Nutcracker was in the middle because we were nearing Christmas. We had to make a Christmas movie, so we gave it like a week. The script was written pretty fast. I had to cut out a bunch of scenes. Actors had to get swapped out. It turned out fine, but I'm not sure how I feel about the finish and I might put it, actually, I just said Hercules there, I might put it at the top of It's Alright. It just, some of the scenes, the writing just didn't turn out as well. I didn't get to explain stuff as much as I wanted to. I didn't get to dig into the lore. I had to change some of the whole character's ideals, like Kale, last second. But the fighting was alright. I'd give it that. Alright, Kitchen Nightmares. Now this is the first video that had all of our new actors in it. This was completely improvised, and it's, if you couldn't tell, a video of us parodying Gordon Ramsay's show Kitchen Nightmares, where he goes into a random restaurant and makes fun of them because they're normally terrible. I think it's funny. I think it still holds up to this day. I'm probably going to put it right here. Ashton did phenomenal as Gordon Ramsay. I was actually going to be Gordon Ramsay. I'm so glad he came in and he took Gordon Ramsay from me because I couldn't even do the British accent, bro. Mr. Kermit had a hook hand. Mr. Kermit, that's what I was about to get to now. On top of that, Chef, I believe is his name, played by Tyson, had with the guy with the hook hand. I think he did great in it. Him and Ashton, their back and forth was hilarious. I think they definitely carried the video. I was in there as restaurant manager, I think was my character's name. I think it was a funny-ass video. I'd put it in good. Yeah. Gotta stop saying Will 1. Will 1 is definitely a movie I made. I actually don't mind it. It's most of the movie is just Will shooting people. It was more of an action movie more than plot. It was actually made based on an inside joke of my friend's dad, Caleb. His name is Will, and that's who he's dressed up like. And I always made a joke because he has a basement he always goes in that's locked. And I always joked to Caleb that his dad was secretly a secret agent, and his basement was like his lab. And that's what this movie was written based off of. And I still think Will's a great character. I think everyone did good. I'm gonna put it in good. I'm gonna put it right. Honestly, right here. Will, I still like Will. The Will 1 was good for its time. I think it was a good written movie. All right, we got the first of many. Star Wars: A New Hope Demastered. This was the first Star Wars parody demaster movie we've made of the now 4, and very soon Attack of the Clones is coming out. You just gotta write it and film it. So I'd say this month. Definitely this month. This one was one of the funniest ones we made. The unfortunate thing that pulls this one down, and I said I wasn't going to rank them too much on this, was the quality. The audio was, we didn't have a mic yet, so it was very hard to hear some characters like me as Darth Vader in most scenes. But I still think this movie was hilarious. In fact, I honestly am going to put it... I think I'm going to put it there. I love A New Hope. I don't know if it's my personal opinion, because when filming it, we were dying. This is probably amazing tier 10. No, I actually agree with you. Oh, I did put an amazing tier. I agree with that. I don't know why I didn't think that. This was one of the funniest movies we filmed behind the scenes, because almost every scene we were dying between lines. Everyone did so good, especially Kale as Princess Leia was hilarious. Tyson just randomly decided to do a Luke that was stoned the whole time, and it was an amazing choice, I think. I think everyone did fantastic. In my opinion, one of our funniest films. If you haven't seen it, I'd watch it. Just watch it with a grain of salt, because the audio and quality obviously wasn't the greatest. We weren't at our peak yet. But I still think it was great. Reginald's Guide to Homemaking. Definitely, I'd say the weakest of the original trilogy. Definitely not as good as the first one. It was kind of rushed. We made it pretty quickly. There wasn't much to it. Well, was it right? It wasn't memorable, but it wasn't bad. I'd say so too. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say it's bad. I think I'm gonna put it in all right. I'm gonna honestly, is it better than the Nutcracker? I'd put it one tier below the Nutcracker. Of the 3 Reginald videos, definitely the lowest. The other 2 just outshine it in many ways. I think I'm gonna put it there. All right. Next, we got If Video Games. Is this the second one? I hope it is. If Video Games Were Real, the second. I don't remember this one. Is that a bad thing? No, I remember this now. This was one of the first videos we ever made with a green screen. Like, I'd say good. I put it, no, it's all right. I'll put it right here. It was all right. Some of the jokes were fine. Some of the jokes were good. But I'd say overall, probably the weakest of the 4. I think the lowest of the 4. I have a pretty clear ranking of what I think the 4 one. I thought the Janitor was the first one. The Janitor was technically the first one, because it was like a little school project I did. But the first like big project we've made with the green screen, I think, was If Video Games Were Real second. Definitely doesn't outshine the rest of it, but it's there. Reginald's Guide. We're gonna wrap up I apparently did not have the original videos in order. I tried to order them all, the franchises, so I would do the ones in order. Reginald's Guide to Camping. I think. Oh, I gotta remember this. Is this better than the first Reginald video? Madison's in it. She's gonna tell me it is. I definitely think it's in the good tier, but is it better than the original video? You think it's better? It's been a while since I've seen the 2. I think I agree. I'm gonna put it right. I'm gonna put it right there. Sue me. I think the quality was obviously improved. We got Ashton in it. Ashton was in the. Yeah, Ashton. We got Squire, I think is his name. One of the new additions, and probably a great addition to Reginald. I definitely think good. I'm gonna say it. Counting the hours. This was our first ever, I think, Halloween video we did. It was a little murder mystery. I forgot. We're not there yet. Chill. It was a little murder mystery we made where we all played ourselves at my old house. Like, I was Alex, Tyson was Tyson, and we were having a party, and then one by one we got killed, and we figured out who it was in the end. I won't spoil it if you want to go watch it, but I think Tyson would even admit himself this wasn't our greatest video. I put it at the top of bad. I feel bad saying it, but I haven't watched it in a while. Maybe it's good, but I'm just gonna say it's not our greatest video. I'm gonna have to admit it. Okay, it was one of our oldest videos too, though, so you can't really argue it. The plot wasn't the greatest. Don't delete that Jesus one, bro. It was weak. I'm not actually gonna delete. I can't believe you're saying the Jesus one was peak, bro. Dude, you don't mean that. There's no way you mean that. If Jesus was born in 2024, is going to stay in the bottom tier. And let me just clarify, I'm not actually going to delete the ones in that. See, exactly. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad it has its audience somewhere, but I'm not actually going to delete the ones, and I might delete it. That's just a joke. All right, The Night Before Slashmas. I know what you're thinking. What the hell is that? It is the first video of one of our highest viewed trilogies in our channel. I can't say the highest because Zelda and Luxury, I think, are above. I think it's the third one of our highest. It was our biggest. I assume you're talking about Jesus. The quality on this one, like, Mr. Cream is gonna kill you. Yeah, the thing about this one is that the quality was worse than the other videos around it were at the time. Something went completely wrong with the video, and it like went down to like the 120p or whatever it's called. But I think the legacy that this brought to our channel, it brought a lot of... It literally brought Michael Myers, which I think he's somewhere on the fucking screen, is now our channel logo. Next to me is... is going to be up there for mine right now. Okay. This brought a lot to the channel. I'm going to put this... right here. I'm fine with putting that there, just because of what it brought. You know, I gotta rank it off of that too. All right, it birthed my characters Ghostface, Tyson as Jason, and Caleb as Michael Myers, which are 3 characters that appeared a lot in even better videos. And I think some of the jokes are funny. If you like I said at the start, I'm not gonna rank on the quality of like how it looks, like the HD quality. I will kind of go on bike quality, but if we're ignoring the quality, I think we're close to my favorite ones. I'm gonna have to put it there. Here's what we have left, guys. All right. If video games were real, the third. Now, the thing about this video, I think it's better than the second. Not as good as the first, in my opinion. The first, I think, was the best one. Where's the second? Down here. I'm going to put this right here. I think that's an easy choice. Some of the jokes in there were good, but to be honest, it's just not that memorable. I honestly, you know what? This might be controversial. I'm going to put it down here. It's just, oh, what the fuck, the Nutcracker? I'm going to put it right here. Shit. Right there. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to put it right there. It's just not, the number 2 and 3 just aren't as memorable as the first and my favorite one, which we'll get into soon. But I'm going to put it there. That's all I really have to say. All right, Hotel Hell. This is the sequel to Kitchen Nightmares. It's, of course, parodying Gordon Ramsay's Hotel Hell. Wait, I think I remember this hotel one. It was another improvised one, but higher quality edited. The quality of the camera was better too now. And I think this was Trey. I don't know if you know Trey. He's his first ever appearance in our videos. He was like a manager, you know. Yeah, I played the restaurant manager again. Ashton, of course, returned as Gordon Ramsay. She did phenomenal. Hudson was in here as the wife, and I think one of the best roles in this video. Him and Gordon. I think, honestly, Hudson and, oh yeah, Chef and Ashton, they brought this video. They made this video pretty funny. That's Bowser right there. Make another video as real and just have Wii Sports the whole time. What the fuck? I think did we do Wii Sports? I don't remember. Oh, we did Wii Fit. That's Bowser, right? Yeah, Trey's Bowser. I'm gonna put this one. Okay, but that being said, as much as I like this video, I actually think I like the original better. But I think they're side by side. I think it's not a far battle. Either can go on top of the other one. I think the duo, is that we call it a duology? The duo of the movies can just stay there side by side, and I think it's fine. All right, The Orange Blade. This not remastered was our first ever movie on the channel. The first time I ever decided to start writing down a script, casting people, and recording. Keep in mind, we had videos before where me and Tyson would film 4 Cousin TV Meets Cause Zombies in one day videos and stuff like that. I'm not counting those. I heard that. This video gets carried by I heard that. The thing, I just realized we have no video in God tier. I think a lot of the God tiers are just lower in the list. There's gonna be more God tiers, I promise you guys that. In my opinion, a lot of the God tiers are coming up. The thing about The Orange Blade is that you can't deny it, the legacy it brought. I'm gonna put it in amazing. You can't deny what it started, right? And for the time, keep in mind, wait, let me just put it where I think it would go. Movies were real was just like under. The second if movies were real was like just under the first. Oh, you think it's like slightly less better than the first one? This shit got us the news. Yeah, no, the sequel actually got us in the news of the Orange Blade, which we're actually getting to very soon. I see it down there. I'm gonna put this right here. You can't deny. Yeah, I'll explain that when we get to it. Bray, you stay for that. The Orange Blade at the time was amazing. Everyone was like in my town were so excited that I made this, like my whole family, everyone on Facebook, all my dad and mom were sharing it to everyone because like this was a new thing, right? We just made a whole, like I think it was like 40 minutes, 30 minutes movie. We all gathered up, we premiered it, everyone loved it, people thought it was hilarious. If you watch it now, the quality is going to be not as good, the mic's not going to be as good, but you gotta keep in mind, once again, watch it with a grain of salt. This was our first ever movie, and at the time, it did great. I think it stays there, but I can't deny what it brought, what it started, you know. All right, if movies were real, second too. I said earlier that the first one I think is better. How many years was that ago? Orange Blade? I'd say it would have been 2020, so probably coming up on 5 years ago. If movies were real too, not as good as the first, I'll admit that. I will put it, I think it's in good. I think I'm going to put it right here. I don't think it's as good as the first one. I think the first one had better jokes. Not that being said, I still think it's a good video overall. The second one, it compares nicely with it. I see a she-da-dee. God of War was... Oh, God. Anyways, if it was real too, I think it's good there. Nothing else to say about that. Moving on. God of War Ragnarok. This, I think... Am I stupid? But I think this is our newest video, right? Yes. If God of War Ragnarok actually happened. Amazing tier, you think? I think this video... completely improvised, just notes written down for each scene, which is pretty much what all of our improvised videos are, except for Jesus, which might be why it's so low. You guys think it's amazing? I think the thing about let me talk about it first. The thing about God of War is I think it's great too. Everyone did amazing as their characters. The only thing that I think brains it down a bit is, yeah, exactly. A lot of scenes had to get cut. We just cut them out. It got too long. And I think the costume quality, we could have spent more time on that. I think I just had to get it out. I probably could have bought more costumes. Only Thor, Kratos, and I guess Mimir had actual costumes. Everyone else, they dressed up well too. Like Freya was good. Odin was fine. But like, why are those scenes always getting cut? The thing about scenes getting cut is for a couple reasons. Either the video that's not supposed to be long becomes too long because other scenes drag on, or because something personal's happened in one of the actors' lives that they just can't get to filming, so we just had to remove them from the scenes. Those are the two main reasons. But that being said, God of War, I think, had amazing scenes. Like, the fight with Thor, I know, is a big favorite for a lot of people who watched it. Some of the jokes are amazing in it. Like, the whole intro, I think my favorite part is definitely, I could show you, this whole part of the video here. Starting from the start, through all the stuff like the bear, the dog dying, and then all the way to the Thor fight, all the way to the end of the Thor fight. The first 15 minutes of this video, I think, are peak. I think the first 15 minutes are absolutely peak. The comedy's great, the quality's great, but some of the scenes are just a little rushed. Some of the mic quality just gets bad. You know, some of the scenes, it just looks kind of weird. You know, some of the fights don't get as good as the Thor one at the start. Heimdall was fucking hilarious. I'll give him that. There still was lots of things that were that are funny in it. I think. Do you guys think amazing? I think I'm gonna put in amazing though. I'm between very high good tier. or low amazing tier? You guys think amazing? I think I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it right there. Exactly, I agree. The scenes, the like I said, the first 15 minutes I think are peak. Then there's like some scenes, like there's so much. We did so much scenes at the dinner table. I think they're funny, but like it kind of drags it down. You know, the settings we have, like it's all in the house, most of it. Like if we went out more, maybe like especially for like tier being trapped, all that stuff, it'd probably be better. I think if we spent more time on it, it would be higher up. But because of some of the jokes and scenes that are in it, I think it secures this place in amazing tier. All right, we got The Legends of Zelda. Oh, he said, oh my god, I'm so stupid. The Legends of Zelda. Oh my god, I thought this was the movie for a second. This is The Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Be Like. It's one of our Be Like videos. Have we ranked any Be Likes on here yet? Oh yeah, Hotel Airs and stuff like that. This video was hilarious. I can't lie. It's our first Zelda video we've done, I guess besides Breath of the Wild. The Not movie. Still fucking hilarious. The Not movie. Oh yeah, Zelda the Not movie. Tears of the Kingdom Be Like, I think is very fucking funny. I think it goes in amazing. I'm gonna put it right here. I think actually I might put it right here. I'm gonna put it right there. I think it's amazing. High amazing. Is it? Okay, maybe I misremember this video. I could rewatch it soon and figure out, but maybe is it higher than this? You guys, if you guys think it goes higher than these, then just let me know. But I think it still lives up to this day. You can watch it and it's still funny as fuck. It got lots of views too, I believe. This is my first video I watched the video. Maybe I'm biased. I think everyone did great. I'm gonna say it. The star of this video was Tyson as Ganondorf. I think he was hilarious. It was all improvised. No, actually, no, it was written. Yeah, it was written, but like a lot of it was improv. I think I might be wrong. No, was it improv? Wait, was it improvised or written? It might have just been notes. I think it's hilarious. I can't lie. I'm gonna keep it there. If video games were real, the final episode. Yeah, rough script. This is by far my favorite If Video Games Were Real video. I think if you watch it again, a lot of the jokes, I might be biased. I think a lot of the jokes are still funny to this day. I'm gonna put it, maybe a rough opinion, maybe a weird opinion here. I'm gonna put it right there. I think the first If Movies Were Real was better, but If Video Games Are Real, the final episode, is definitely there. And that video, I can't speak, marks actually another great thing on the timeline. Not only was that the first video I made when I moved houses, but it's the first video where we actually like started trying, I believe. Wait, let me check, right? We started caring more about how our things look. Let me just double check that though. Yeah, right. Oh, no, right here. This is our first video where we actually started taking things more seriously. You know, we started casting more. We had more actors. We started getting more costumes. The scripts, I think, were just written better. The jokes were just better. And the camera quality, everything was just better. I think that's, if you watch If Video Games Were Real, the final episode, I think it's the funniest If Video Games Were Real. This might just be me, but I still think that video is fucking hilarious. Alright, I think this is Demons Be Like 1. If Demons Be Like 1, I'm just going to say is bad. I'm sorry. These two videos were made back to back with the green screen. They're both very similar. I'll put it right here. I don't think it's the greatest. I think it's kind of rushed. I definitely think the sequel is funnier. It's just me talking back and forth with my mom. It actually was me trying. I don't know if you've seen him, but there's a YouTuber called Ryan George. He's the pitch meeting guy where he talks back and forth to himself. I actually was supposed to play both characters, but if you could watch the video, you could tell I'm trying to be like him. I'm trying to make a video in the style of him. How many we got left? We got this much videos left, but I don't think it's that good. It's bad, but like it wasn't really trying to be that good. All right, Marvel versus DC. I still think this video is great. I think this was the first video where I figured out what fucking special effects were and I started using them. I think it's good. I'd put it right here. I put it right there. Oh shit! I put it right there. I think it was funny. Everyone did good. It has my uncle Devin. He played Wonder Woman. That was hilarious. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Exactly. I think it's right there, though, to be fair. Marvel vs. DC, funny video. I actually, if I had time, I definitely won't now, but it was actually a video I was debating on remastering. This was maybe the last video we made. No, I think X-Ray was the last video we made with the old cast. Yeah, I'd say X-Ray was. This and X-Ray were some of the last videos we ever made with using the old Me and My Family cast before we moved on to the new crew. Alright, Haunted Manor musical. Now this is a controversial one because everyone who's seen this and who I've got an opinion on, yeah, there was. His name was Navy, I think. Either loved it or hated it. That's the only opinions I've gotten on this movie. Some people didn't really understand the joke of it. Like, I remember Kale, my friend Kale, said that, was talking about how none of you guys can sing. That literally was one of the jokes in it, is we were parodying a a musical. So I'm not going to rank this on how good the singing abilities were, which is weird to say, but I'm not going to rank it off of that. Because this is, I think, our only musical we've made. I think it's funny. It's amazing day for me. Should made Trey sing it. Was Trey... Did we know Trey that well? When was this? No, Trey definitely... I remember Trey watching this. No, Trey commented on this. Yeah, we knew Trey. Oh, yeah, Trey was very new to the channel. He played a bodyguard in Blades of Tenebris. He has not had a main role yet when this movie came out. Otherwise, he probably would have been in it. He definitely wouldn't have sang. But I actually think... in terms of my opinion on this, I like the Haunted Manor musical. Some of the jokes are a little corny if you watch it now. But I think, honestly, I'm going to put it right here. Oh, my God. Right there. I think it also was the first ever video we made with a microphone and a camera. So this was like the staple of, well, except for when the camera got stolen, but that doesn't matter. When we started using better equipment and everything started getting a lot better quality. And of course, yes, Stacy made 3 of the songs in it. Phenomenal. You know, I still listen to some of those songs. Details by the Devil, I don't know if you guys have heard it. Let me just play it for you guys. I'm just kidding. Tyson's favorite song ever, Details by the Devil, he covered. If you ask him, it's his favorite song he's ever made. All right. Next, history of the entire world, we think. This might be this might be a controversial take. I love this video. I actually still make shorts of this video sometimes. A classic. I agree. I still love this video. This was, I think, yeah, this would have been the first video we've ever... I think this was the first video me and Hudson have wrote a lot of videos together. This is the first video we've ever wrote together. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is. I love this video. It was literally just me, Hudson, and Kale. But I fucking, like... Bro. You guys might not agree with me, but I'm putting this in good. I'm going to put this right... Is it better than If Movies Were Real 1? I'm going to put it right behind If Movies Were Real 1. I think they're very close in humor and comedy and what I think the level is. I think that's fair. Star Wars The Phantom Menace Demastered. This should not be here. I'm so sorry, Bray. This should not be here. I tried to put everything in order. We're going to get to that when we get to that. This should not be here yet. He's going to get so mad. Alright, the types of Karen. This... I don't know. I'm sorry, all the franchise movies I'm trying to put in order. The types of Karen... What do I think of the types of Karen? I don't remember this one that much. The thing about it was just a short, one-day made, unscripted, improvised thing. It was good as a skit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it back of good. It was... Or did I put it in It's Alright? And actually, honestly, I think it's on the same level as Reginald's Guide to Homemaking. It was a one-day made, unscripted skit we just made, put it out there. Actually, it definitely, yeah, it's good on this tier right here. It's same with America's Got Talent, Reginald's Guide. These 3 videos are like, they're alright, they're fine skits, you know. I think that's where I'll put it. Alright. It's above Homemaking. Okay, I'm willing to agree with that. All right, Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back Demastered. I think, in my opinion, this might be controversial, the weakest of the 3 original trilogy movies. Honestly, maybe the lowest so far. Yeah, the lowest so far of the demastered movies. I'd put it in good. I'd put it a little in, I think. I haven't seen it in a bit, but I think right here. I'm going to put it right there. There's our rope. That was the first one, I think. Yeah, New Hope. That's right here. Empire Strikes Back, of all the demasters, the lowest one, I'd say. Still good. It's kind of, once again, like the last one, the mic is something that brings us down. With Darth Vader and Yoda, they're just all masked. You can't hear what they're saying that much. But definitely still some funny scenes. Enough for it to being good. Alright, Avenge the Fallen. You forgot about that movie? Exactly. It's kind of forgettable. I think... I'm pretty sure Tyson and Honk to Gooseman, I think they'll both agree of the A New Hope, Empire, Return of the Jedi, and A Phantom Menace. Empire is probably the most forgettable and lowest ranked ones. A big reason with that was because after the first one came out, and this one's, I still think this is top of amazing tier, we made this one like a week later. That was probably a mistake. I could have spent more time on the humor and jokes, but I loved the first one so much. It was so funny to make that I wrote the second one. That was the hot fun, yeah. Like a week later, and I think it was funny, but not the greatest. Some of the funny moments, though, I will admit, there was like a training montage of Luke. That was funny as fuck. And then the Big Mac worm, I love that. It had its jokes. Ashton going in the carbonite, he becomes the Chad, stuck in stone. It had moments, but I think it's the weakest of the 4. All right, Avenge the Fallen. This is the second ever movie we've ever made. It's the sequel to The Orange Blade. I think Tyson would agree, because he was one of the, the only person in the chat that was in it was the funniest of the 3. I might be wrong, but I think this was the funniest of the 3. And I'm ranking these, like I said at the start. I'm trying so hard not to base off the age and how bad the quality was in terms of like the visuals. I think it's an amazing movie for its time. All right, this was so funny. It was a highly anticipated sequel, man. Exactly. People, after the release of The Orange Blade, people were so excited for the second one. We made a GoFundMe, and we raised like $600 just for the sequel. People donated $600 for the sequel to come out and all the props and stuff. Like, this was a highly awaited sequel. I think we made it like a year, maybe like 5 months-ish after The Orange Blade. There was a time gap, right? Let me actually check. I know there was some sort of a time gap. Maybe that time gap wasn't as big as it would be nowadays. Orange Blade was made in September 2020, almost 5 years. And Avenge the Fallen was made April 19th. Yeah, there was a big gap between the two, like for its time, so people were waiting for the next one. I think it's funny as fuck. It's one of our funniest, probably the funniest out of all the old movies we have. I think it belongs there. This music is fire. Thank you. I'm playing 10 hours of video game lo-fi. Alright, The Legends of Zelda, the movie. I'm gonna say it. Alright? I might be biased. I'm putting it here. The Legend of Zelda, the movie, blew up. It got views. It was funny. Everyone did great. The costumes were good. The trailer was amazing. I think one of my favorite movies I've made. The music, such a weird thing to bring up, but the music edited in is all perfect. I think people were so hyped with their trailer. Exactly. We had hype, and we didn't disappoint. We made a trailer, a shit ton of people were like, oh, I can't wait to watch. A lot of those people commented on the next one saying how much they liked it. So much good comments. The Zelda community is one of the nicest communities on the internet, I've realized. I post videos. Every time we post videos, we get so much positive comments on them. It was a lot of Nintendo video games in general communities, because Mario community is great too. We'll get to that soon, but amazing too. God tier. Dare I say more about the Legend of Zelda movie? This and Paper Mario were like my favorite movies to act in. Yeah, and it was fun to act in, bro. I was the main character, as you can see. I know, I have main character energy here. Tyson did amazing as Ganondorf. Good job. I don't know if he won an award, but if he didn't, he deserved an award for that. And Zelda was great as Gabby too. I think honestly highest so far. Highest so far. I actually don't know if there's gonna. Oh yeah, I think there's gonna be some above it. There's gonna be some above it. Spoiler alert. But so far this is the best. All right, What We Do in the Shadows. This is one of the. Yeah, there's only 2 on here. Movies that I wasn't the main director or writer on. This was Hudson's, and I've heard only positive things about this movie. I've heard only positive things about this movie. Everyone loved this movie. Everyone who tells me about this movie, tell me how funny it is. Bray, do you like this movie? I bet you like this movie too. Top of God tier. Okay, top of God tier. Bro, I don't know. Oh, let me put that in here while I talk about it. The only thing that... is it a skit or is it a movie? I think it's... What does it fall under? I think it falls under a movie. Yes, I like this movie. I think it's a great movie. I honestly... I'm stuck, in my opinion, I'm stuck between top of amazing or lower God tier. For Ganondorf, I didn't, but I want to for Dimencio. Yes, deserved for Dimencio. I think this was so funny. You think lower God tier? Well, 2 of you said lower God tier. Well, 1 of you said top, but 2 of you said God tier. So I'll respect you guys, and I agree with it too. I'll put it in lower God tier. I hope you guys understand that ranking. I think is one of our funniest videos we have. A lot of it was written, but there was a lot of improv in it too, and both of them combined was great. I think one of the things that kind of drags it down from being higher up in God tier is the wind in some scenes. Like I said, mic quality, I am basing some of these off of. If it's some of the scenes, and I think anyone who sees would agree, like the ending and there's a hunting scene, the wind blowing into the mic, it takes down some of the scenes. So it's almost a 10 out of 10. The wind, bro. What do you mean the wind? Question mark. Hey, do you want me to show you? If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy, right? Sorry, this is very hard to see. No pop filter room dust. Exactly. This is probably one of the lower examples of it. I can't land on my goat. But I'd say God tier. I have no problem with that. The Night Before /Miss 2. This movie was for a very long time our #1 video on the channel. I think it passed. Did it? Wait, did it ever pass? Sorry, I gotta see if it ever passed. Hey, there's me. The karaoke. It didn't ever pass karaoke or Thanos I Am Inevitable, but it was our #1 movie / skit on our channel for a long time until Zelda were made. Bro, where have I heard this song playing? I can tell you. Does it say? An hour 10. It's Potions or New Vima Town. I think it's New Vima Town, which sounds like a Pokemon thing. Anyways, sorry. Night Before /Miss 2 had this introduced, I think, Hudson's first video, Gabby's first video, I believe, my sister's first actual video, I believe. I'd say definitely a good video. It had a big cast. A lot of teachers were in this. A lot of my teachers. The bad part about The Night Before /Miss 2, I'm not ranking it off of the camera quality. I don't do that. The mic quality brings it down because a lot of us were wearing masks. And me, I was Ghostface. I think I was the main lead. You can't hear what I'm saying most of the time. It's like, bro, even got his teachers active him. Yeah, they're in a lot of stuff, bro. I'd put it in Chris Dahmer. This had Jeffrey Dahmer as Chris. I'd put this in good. I'll put it right here. I think I'm fine with that. It has its funny moments, but overall, I don't think it's amazing or God tier. All right, this is a weird one to be here. If The Hobbit took place in 2020, this was another video that was a school project, but not enough of a school project that I included it on the list because this was more of something I wanted to do anyways. So I made an exception for this one because it's one of the classics. I'd put this. It's all right. It was alright for its time, I think. Definitely the bottom of it's alright. I can't see it being higher than that. It's short. The humor's nothing new for jokes. That wasn't the fill in the blank one, right? No, we haven't got to that yet. That's coming up. I see that down here. All the jokes were just basic COVID-19 jokes you've probably heard thousands of times. Like, there was probably a Zoom call, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, mask on. All those jokes were probably in the thing. Like, I think I was like, hey, put on your mask. Oh, I'm sanitizing. Oh, I'm on toilet paper. It was fine. All right, the Chaos Heart. I'm going to right away say this is already in God tier. This was our first ever, I might be wrong, unless you're including the COD Zombies movie, our first ever over an hour movie. You could say this was our first ever actually qualifies as a movie in terms of the length. I'd put this above Zelda. I might be wrong, I might be stupid. I think I'm putting this above Zelda. I think this is one of my favorite, top 3 favorite movies of all time we've made, in my opinion. Everyone, I grew up playing Super Paper Mario. Like, it was my childhood game. That and Zelda. And the story is just so weird for a Mario game because it's such a good story compared to, if you play like Mario Bros, it's like fun game, but like there's no story. If you play Mario Galaxy, the same thing there. You play Super Paper Mario, there's like a whole ass fucking story and lore and everything, and it's just so good. Right? And then when we made this movie years later, everyone, and I think this is the one time I say this, and I mean everyone in the main role, like everyone, all the cast, played their character so well. Everyone was casted perfectly. The costumes were top of the line, especially Bowser. Bowser was the only questionable costume, but like, what do you do for a giant fucking Bowser? Everyone besides Bowser's costumes were top of the line. I think everyone did fantastic. Bowser was goated. Yeah, Bowser, his costume was alright. You know, wasn't the greatest, but Trey did amazing as Bowser. I'm not hating on Bowser. I'm just saying his costume was just the head. Tyson as Dementio, as you brought up earlier, award-winning role, and at the definitely 100% deserved. My dad as Mario, of course he's funny. You give my dad as Mario, who's appeared in some of the video game videos, his own movie, it's gonna be funny. You know, even if he's just murmuring random one-liners the whole time. Everyone did great. The music was great. The editing was great. Not to brag. The actors were the highlight. Applaud for all of you guys. This is a compliment. You all did exactly how I wanted the movie to turn out. Oh yeah, best costume, best character. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to. And I even got the finale's probably my favorite ever finale we've ever done in a movie. With Kale as the fucking robot coming out of the mountain. Like, that was so funny and so well done. I think I love this movie. One of my favorites. Top 3 for sure. And it will stay in the top 3. Now let's go to the complete opposite of what I was just saying. Breath of the Wild logic. One of our oldest skits we've made. Bad. The quality was pretty bad. I'd put it here. I don't think it was the greatest. Peak again above God tier. It was very hard to hear. You know, the jokes were I don't think it was the greatest. This actually makes me want to put Counting Hours in. It's alright. It's just not, because I'm looking at the rest, and this definitely stands out more than the other 4. I'll put it here. It just wasn't that good, in my opinion. Okay, I did fine. Like, let me just pull it up really quickly. It's very unrememberable. Like, it's very forgettable, I guess that's the word. And it was in a square, bro. Like, how did this even happen? Because I put the picture first. Exactly.
Dear goddess statue, I've came to pray for more stamina.
No, you lazy bitch. Get out there and work out for once instead of bringing your lazy ass to this statue.
I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. Because that fucking statue has beef with me. I'm just kidding. Alright, next. If you're a fan of Breath of the Wild logic, like Illuminati Kermit, I'm sorry. The Night Before / Mystery, I think better than the first, not as good as the second. I'd say, looks like you were watching it on a Game Boy. This one, I think it was more of an action-based video. Like, there was not really a story behind it, more so just people fighting the whole time, which is a type of video we make. I'm not going to put it lower because of that, but that's really all it is. Like, I'm not going to play it, but we're fighting the whole time, then you fight at the end. It's not the greatest, I don't think. The second one's better, in my opinion. The mask thing's another thing. We even had a mic at the time. No! This is when our camera and our mic, along with that, because we can't use the mic with the camera, was stolen in this movie. And it really dragged down the quality because the mask problem was just fucked again. Ghostface, you couldn't hear him anymore. And he's the main character, like, you're fucked. Right? And same with Grinch. The main character, the main protagonist and antagonist, you couldn't hear because the mics were gone. So it really dragged it down. I'm going to put it in good. I'll put it because I like the music and I like some of the characters are great in this. I think the fights are fine. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, right there. Ghostface Mask went through hell. Ghostface Mask went through a lot. All right, and Ghostface went through a lot too. He's been through a lot, but he's dead now. Spoiler alert. All right, The House of Silence. A very, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but a very, forgettable movie. Like, I forgot we made this a lot because I think it just blends in so much with the Blades of Tenebris. And when you think of, because they were also made close, when you think of the Matthew movies, I always just picture the Blades of Tenebris. It falls in the shadow of its older brother. All right, its younger brother actually. It was very short. It was a quick little thing. Some of the acting was. There's a notorious line by Slane in it that I'm gonna put.
Dave, we're trapped.
Dave, we're trapped. And Gabby and Slane, they're fine. No offense to you guys. You guys are great actors now, but in this movie, the acting wasn't the greatest. There was people like Tyson and Matthew. Matthew didn't really have any lines. Who they're goated actors. Yeah. Sorry for kiss ass and Tyson this whole video. I can't lie. He's one of our greatest actors. Matthew was great too. They carried is what I'm trying to say. The editing was fine. Some of the special effects I couldn't really pull off as well. Dave, we're trapped. I'm gonna put it in. It's all right. The top of it's all right, in my opinion. I'll put it behind the cracker. If you disagree with me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Next, we got the Blades. The Frayed Blade. This was an original Zardon movie. I don't know if you guys even know what that means. It didn't really end up in what I had as mine as what I wanted. The mic quality is something that really dragged this one down too. But overall, I'd say for its time, it was fine. I remember the thing about the Frayed Blade is, I don't know. Okay, Tyson, what do you think of the Frayed Blade? I remember editing the Frayed Blade and just not having it in me to keep editing it. Like, some of the scenes were just like, I was just like, I wish I wrote the script better. I just wish the quality. I wish we had better quality back then. I think it would have raised it up. If I could remaster it, if I did remaster it, it'd be a lot better. I think it's all right. I'll put it right behind. I'll put it right here, honestly. Yeah, it's a very forgettable movie. Like the pirate scene is probably one of the only things I'll remember from that movie. Lava doesn't count because it's lava. I still die by that quote, Madison. All right, we're on the last row, and I see some bangers in this row. Not gonna lie, especially this one right here. We got Return of the Jedi Demastered. I say Under a New Hope, but above Empire Strikes Back. I'd put it, honestly, some of the audio in it's kind of windy and hard to hear, but I think it's right here. It has, the KKK was in that one movie. I think it has some great jokes. Obviously, Tyson likes the scene where he's fighting his dog. I think it has some great moments in it. I'm going to put it in there. I think everyone did great. It was a funny movie. That's all I'll give it. The only thing that kind of drags it down a bit is at the very end. It kind of gets all weird quality. Like the audio of, like the Zeus score. The audio of me getting my helmet roomed off randomly like completely glitched out. A lot of the scenes at the end just glitched out and the quality dropped. Some of them we just lost completely. But that's not really my fault. Our fault. Like, it's not really my fault in editing wise. It's not our fault filming wise. It's like, it just randomly fucking happened. I noticed by the time we went to editing. So, like, you know. Alright, X-Ray. X-Ray. This is the only other movie that was not directed by me. It was, and like, the main director-writer was Tyson in this. I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't really remember what. These are some good ass yaps, not gonna lie. Thank you. Wish I could have done better. I think if we made X-Ray nowadays, it would be amazing. But you could argue that for like all of our old movies. We gotta rank it at its time. And at its time, we moved houses, and the costumes were definitely improving. The editing was good. I think at its time it was great. The last was crazy call, we rushed it. A little rushed. I'm gonna argue good. I'll put it. I'm gonna put it right here. If you guys disagree, sue me. I think it could have done better. We rushed a lot of scenes, but overall, for its time, it was a good movie. I'd say good for its time. Next, all right, we got Star Wars: The Phantom Menace Demastered. Definitely might delete this one. All right. It's trash, F tier. Alright, next we got Will 2. Now, Will 2... Will 2... I can't... I'm just kidding, Bray. I'm fucking with you. The Phantom Menace Demastered was my favorite demastered movie. I'm going to admit it. I don't know if I said it wasn't earlier, but I honestly think this is a God tier movie. I'm gonna put the back of God tier. I think it was funny as fuck. The quality was great. The mic had no problems. Everything went well. Jar Jar Binks is fucking hilarious. Darth Maul's good. The costume department, my mom, she did great. I think overall, I love the Phantom Menace. The pod racing scene is amazing. The final fight's amazing. I don't have much complaints for the Phantom Menace. You can tell how much better we are getting at movie making if you watch the 3 originals and you go to the prequels. And you can just expect better quality from the prequels from now on, which is good because the prequels are better than the originals. So Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, they're going to be great. Giraffe Jar Jar was peak. He was. I think it was my brother's idea. I literally sat around in a group and I was like, how the fuck are we going to do Jar Jar? There's no Jar Jar masks if you looked anywhere. Maybe on, like, Temu, but it would take months to get there. But the thing is... Not Temu, I meant to say Etsy. But... my mom made it. I think it was my brother who said to use a giraffe mask and, you know, put the ears on it. And then my sister made fun of us for the eyes not sticking out. So we put the eyes on toilet paper rolls. And my mom did, and she's... amazing. She's our goated costume creator, and you expect to see more of that, especially in the Plants vs. Zombies movie, man. Alright, Will, le second. This movie, I think I'm also gonna, sue me, I'm also gonna put, I think right there in God tier. I think, costume maker, exactly. I think Will 2 was another hilarious movie. One of our top 3 or 4 funniest movies of all time. Some of the mic quality was a little bad, but I think the humor in it makes up for it. This was a movie that I laughed so hard writing it. I don't know if it's just my stupid sense of humor, but me and Hudson, we wrote this together, and it's just so funny, in my opinion. Okay, chat disconnected. Hope the live didn't just end. Guys, the live better not be over. I'm gonna flip. Oh, they're still here. Okay, good. I thought you guys all left. Not left. I thought the stream just disconnected. Whale 2 is amazing. I don't have any complaints for it. Okay, good. You're all still here. I think right there at the bottom of the God tier is fine with me. I don't know if you guys have any exceptions. That's just how it is. All right. Now, you know how we just had the Phantom Menace and Will 2 peak God tier videos? Well, now let's move on to the complete opposite of that with... I just realized Emily's not here. Emily won't be missed. With The Blue Goblin. This was a movie before the rise of AI. Like, you know, ChatGPT and all this. There was a couple of websites where there was like a basic format where you write stuff in and it gives you a thing. That's what I did for this. There was a fill-in-the-blank website where you would just write a bunch of stuff in, like write name of a character, write weapons, and then it wrote us this thing. But it was just the same thing. It just would be fill in the blanks, and that's what the Blue Goblin was. So we kind of like the premise of the video was we let an AI write our movie before AI even was big. Like not to brag, but I kind of thought of this. I'm just kidding. If we made it now, it would probably be so much better because AI's, you can actually do unique stuff with it now. I don't know if I ever will, but like, and back in the day, you just did what you can to use stuff like that. So I might delete it. I put it right there. It's not. Caleb, I know Caleb likes it. I know Caleb loves it, but I think it's just like a nostalgia thing. You know, I think we'd both agree it's not our greatest video. I wouldn't be sad if it disappeared. I wouldn't even notice if it disappeared one day. All right. The Rise of Lord Tomahawk. Oh, I just completely forgot to tell you guys about the news of Avenge the Fallen. I'll tell you now because it was near the time we released Rise of Lord Tomahawk. When we released Avenge the Fallen, our city news put us in the radio because we got Trent Reddicup, this guy, you can barely see him. He's an actual actor who's like not a big famous one, but who's been in movies before, big movies before. And we got him in our video. He saw the Orange Blight, because like I said, this blew up in our town, and he wanted to be in our movies. So we got him in there, and then right after Avenged the Fallen, not as big as a gap as the first two, we released Rise of the Lord Tomahawk. And I think it's probably the lowest of the three. I'd put it, you gotta... Origins Origins just missed the line I drew in this channel, because if you I lost the thing. If you look at the line of where I officially said we started making movies and skits seriously on this channel, it starts right at the Orange Blade, which was right after Origins and COD Zombies and all that stuff. Now the Rise of Lord Tomahawk peak film. I'm thinking good tier, because like it's definitely lower than the three. I'd put it right here. I'm fine with putting it there. It's a lot of the big thing about this is I'm not a fan, and I said this in the remastered when I was on that earlier. I'm not a fan of the ending with the whole crystal throwing it, blowing up. You know, I sacrificed myself to blow up the thing. It's such a weird ending. Trent carried exactly. I would do the ending so much differently now. Scenes are obviously as my dad is the main villain, so it's gonna be funny. I'll give it that. But overall, I don't think it's the greatest of the three. I wish I would have written the ending better back then. All right, the Bad, the Chad, and the Other Guy. Our biggest movie by far. Is it over 2 hours? I don't actually. Is it over 2 hours? Yes, 2 hours 14 minutes. This movie, I'm going to say it. This might just be me. This movie took us. We were kind of new to the whole script thing, so we asked for a whole written script. Then he printed it out and then brought it with him. Exactly. The Bad, the Chad, and the Ugly by far was the movie that took the fucking longest to make. I don't know, what was the number, 6 months in total to write, cast, film, and edit it all. It's our longest movie by far. Probably will be on the channel forever as our longest movie. Trent was official that we were not. I feel if we would have got Trent now, it would have been so much better. You had the idea since I made it. The idea was made in high school, my last year of high school. It actually was Tyson knows this. I think, no, it wasn't the Maverick Massacre. It would have been around the time of that. I put on a cowboy hat, and it was just a stupid idea. Yeah, I'm gonna make a Western, and then I know Hudson, he wanted to make a Western too, so we kind of just collabed and wrote this movie. And a couple like Tyson and Troy, they helped with the backstory a bit with their characters too. And then the Bad, the Chad, and the other guy was born, and I think it took so much work. I think it's a great movie. The quality's great. The mic quality's always great. I have no complaints. I'm good. I think, in this, my opinion, I think this is my favorite movie we've ever done. Because of the pure amount of effort we put into this film, the amount of time we put into this, the writing we put into this to film it, and there's so much deleted scenes too. You don't know what the Maverick Massacre happened when you started talking about. Exactly, it was around that time. And then I lost. Shut up. I think this is the greatest movie we've ever made. The best, highest effort, the best cast. I think everyone did great. I have no complaints with the Bad, the Chad, and the other guy. It didn't, views-wise, it didn't even do that well, because you'll find that original movies in our channel don't do as well because, yeah, the camera quality was so good. We actually did angles a lot in this. The movies that have a big name in it, like The Legends of Zelda or Life of Luxury, they will do better because, quite obviously, people know what that is. I wish that our original videos, like Will 2 or Bad, Chad, and the other guy, did better. But unfortunately, they're not going to do as good because people don't know what it is. So that's why I'm not ranking these on views. The only one exception I made was Life of Luxury because of how much it brought to the fucking channel. That's an exception I'm going to make. Who might be gay, we don't know. That was the original name. The Bad, the Chad, and the other guy who might be gay, we don't know, was the name of the thing originally. But the Chad, Ashton, he hated the name. He absolutely despised the name. He literally despised it. Which I'm kind of glad, because that would have been a weird title. I'm kind of glad we didn't keep it as that. Because imagine that being in the title right now. Alright, we're almost done, guys. We got Demons Be Like 2. This was the sequel to this video down here, Demons Be Like. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's amazing. I think good tier it belongs. I'd honestly put it right here. It had its moments. Ashton was a party pooper. Yeah, Ashton was a party pooper. It had its moments, but I think you guys are gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. The demon ritual scene in it was funny as fuck, where they're like doing a ritual. Jeff was in there, who was the guy from Reginald. I think it was funny. Everyone did good. Eric didn't like it, but fuck Eric. I remember him telling me that. It was good. I don't really have much to say about Demons Be Like 2. It's just a quick little skit I wrote, and me, Hudson, and Dylan, and Ashton all just... It wasn't written, sorry, it was improvised. And we all just filmed it. Definitely an improv improvement from the first one. But it is a better than the first one. But the first one, you don't really have much to compete with. I'd say that's a good spot for it. Alright, and finally, If Video Games Were Real 5. This was the what year anniversary? Oh shit, did I just put it in here? Oh, okay, it's good. Pretend it's not here, but just say it's there for now. This was the 3-year anniversary to the If Video Games Were Real. I love this video, but in my opinion, I don't think it's better than the 4th one, the final episode. Omni Eric's great. Kratos is in there. I like the 4th one. Are you sure? I like the 4th one better, the final episode. I think this is good, though. Some of the jokes in it just weren't the greatest, but the editing was obviously way better than the other ones. But I think the 4th one is my favorite one. So I'm going to put this right... I'm going to put it right there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is my ranking. In bottom, good tier is Blasphemy. Did you really like that? Like, it was good. It's in the good tier. But when you look at its competitors, its competition, it's not our greatest work. It's not God tier work. It's not amazing work. This is... Sorry, I can't get like a perfect... Boom. This is my... Oh, shit. This is my official, brutally honest, delete them all. I'm going to actually delete all videos, guys. That's why I made this video. This is my brutally honest ranking of every movie we ever made. I tried to be completely unbiased as possible. Of course, every single is of course, Tyson and Hudson both joined the fucking stream. The two people who I've actually written and interacted with. So I tried, I was completely unbiased. It's very hard. I didn't want to hurt any of you guys' feelings, but I had to rank honestly. I hope none of you guys hate me. But this is my honest, completely honest ranking. Delete everything except the just fit. And I'm going to delete every video except for Jesus and the Blue Goblin, the AI one. Before any, do you guys have any exceptions to this? Because I think this is the official ranking. And to be honest, it won't be much. I have sad news. I think every single one of you in the chat know this already, but in August or September, I'm going away to college and I'm moving cities and all these guys behind. So Cousin TV 101 itself is not going to be as poppin' as it once was. Like, I want to be a director, but for like actual, obviously the real industry. So this is almost every movie that's probably ever going to be on our channel. There's going to be a couple more made before I leave, but this is pretty much a lot of them. Exactly. So we're actually going to be making this into a Christian channel, guys, where we only keep Jesus and the history of the entire world and everything else. Oh, and video games are real. Final episode had a Smite Jesus reference in it, so we're only going to keep those three videos. But yeah, so in other words, this is my official ranking of almost our whole entire channel, what it will be. Post Trey's Baptist. Yeah, I know, but like, we're not gonna have everyone's. Obviously, there's not gonna be like big movies anymore. Like the Bad Chat, the other guy, KSR Zealot. You're not gonna see any more of these after September. Unfortunately, the channel's gonna be maybe skits and live streams and music. That's really it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna live in your Lord of the Rings statue. Don't you fucking dare. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you did, like, I was really worried on making this because I thought I was gonna have no viewers and people were gonna say, "Man, I don't give a fuck what you think about your own stupid ass videos." I'm glad I actually had people watching. I honestly thought it was gonna be me talking to myself the whole time. Good yap stream. I'm glad. I tried to yap as much as I could. I tried to give backstories to everything. This is my official ranking to all of our videos. My most favorite, and now you know, if you ever want to know, my most favorite is the Bad, the Chad, and the other guy, and my least favorite video is the Blue Goblin. Trey Baptism stream next week. Be ready for that. Anyways, you guys are all goated. Yapping was amazing. I really don't get told that much. Thank you. I appreciate it. But all right, guys. Have a good day. Oh fuck! I'll let you see the. Oh, you can't see the whole thing. Bye. I don't know why I'm not saying bye.